It's like plastic is burning in my room. Yeah. We'll figure it out later. Okay, let me go through the gap scanner with y'all. Also, I'm working on adjusting my setup. I'm trying to figure out how I can do it because a lot of you guys wanted me to share my charts again, which is cool. I'll start doing that. Hopefully starting Monday. But I just need to, figure my setup. Okay, SCP 60 cents. BTB top of the gap scanner, nope. SCPS, no. SRZN, no. ITRM. And then after ITRM, the gap is kind of like thin, like less than 20%. SCPS, jeepers, SCPS. Um, Man, it's just too cheap. I can't trade something this cheap. I might be a large cap type of day. Tesla, Netflix, SPY. So yeah, I did green on the day yesterday with an options trade. Doesn't mean I'm going full options mode. Just strictly when there's big meetings, Fed meetings, CPI, certain reports are going to be released. I will trade options on it because the momentum, it moves like crazy. Feels like it moves like a penny stock. So um, I like trading options on those meetings. Other than that, I don't think I'll trade like normally throughout the day. I mean, maybe if I see a kind of decent setup, but problem is I feel like I would get stuck in the chop too much, and just momentum is my game, and just sitting around where there's not really momentum just would, I don't know, be harder for me. So I'm only gonna trade those um, when there's big meetings, big expected, news and events. So we got Elon selling more shares of Tesla. Netflix has to refund advertisers. Dog says, me like money. Okay. Yep. So, like I said, I'm going to be adjusting my setup a little bit, sharing my charts with y'all. I would buy the East charts if they were $2,500 a year. I can't, I don't validate that. I mean, yeah, I would be ready to pay for it, but at the end of the day, what strategic benefit? Maybe the tick chart. Obviously, level two might be a little bit better, um, but at that price tag, I haven't seen anything um, that like I don't know. I feel like it would help me do at least $2,000 more than buying it. APRN, I do like this. I don't know why it's not hitting my scanner. It's under $1 though, but as of recently since AM, I would trade the dollar break. Oh, it's got a while before that. I'm watching this one. APRN, that is. If it takes pre-market high, I would take like 2,000 shares. I really wouldn't size up in this one just yet. Um, it's been 27% without a 5 minute. They get a private placement. Okay, Catalyst. It takes some shares here over high day, bought with anticipation, the break, but very small position size. Just looking to scalp it up to 85 cents. It was 84, 1 penny away from my price target. Limit order in at 85 cents. Filled partially, dragging it down. Filled the rest right there. Quick scalp trade from 82 up to 85 cents. On a 4% gain. Now looking to play the first 5 minute pullback on it. Did buy off of VWAP? No, I probably won't. Can I explain the white lines that appear between the red and green candles? So like that, like that just happened right there, where it's just kind of like a white line. That is the start of a new candle. So that's actually a candle. And the reason why it's white is because it hasn't changed in price in that time frame. It hasn't gone up or down yet. So white means kind of like a break-even candle, or also known as a doji candle. Um, so if it's trading at the same price and it just stays there for a second or two, it's technically a new candle that just hasn't changed in price. It's called the Doji, Doji. So that just flipped green. But in 10 seconds, you'll see another one form. Holy. That thing just tapped high a day almost. I'm just not a huge fan of this catalyst, so I'm like, there's a 20,000 share buy order at 80 cents right there. You are right. I did take a quick $100 scalp practice trade this morning. It was $2,000 position, $1,600 position. From 82 to 85 cents. Things starting to curl here, but I honestly wouldn't mind seeing this 5 minute candle close red. It just turned green. It's got 20 or 30 seconds left till this closes. Actually, ideally, it would like it to close red. So closing green, I guess. Took high day. I didn't take any shares over high day. So pretty quiet pre-market. Took a nice little scalp trade on this, made some money. That's it. Yesterday, I did end the day green. Was down about $600 on IMMX. And then obviously interest rates were increased again, forcing the market lower. I saw that. I honestly wasn't like prepared for it. I didn't even have like the contracts up or anything like that. I just had SPY on one of my monitors as I was working yesterday. And I mean, I knew like, oh, in a few minutes it comes out. And then as it, that first few minute candle just bled like crazy. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to trade this. So I took same day expiration contracts, and I think they were a 400, a 401. I think I have to go back and check, but I entered those at like 402.50, and so obviously when they went in the money, they went, um, they moved pretty well. I locked them in below 400. Like I took ten contracts, made about just I made $700 on them. At one point, I was up $100 a contract, um, but I locked most of them in at 400 because it started to bounce at 400 at a 399.68, and then as that 1 minute candle printed a hammer candle, I locked them in thinking, okay, this is gonna bounce at 400 because honestly, like everyone was expecting those rates anyway. So I'm like, make a nice trade on it, and then obviously it did bounce and then got rejected off that 9 EMA and continued lower. So hindsight, I could have kept maybe some of my position. I thought locking some in at 400 was a good, a good sell, but future reference, maybe wait to sell before it breaks. If it doesn't break the 9 EMA on the 5 minute time frame, maybe like what's really the point of selling? Because they got rejected by it, and then it went from 400 down to 396 on the next move lower. But I kind of, in my opinion, I executed the trade best of my abilities, made about 700 on it. So practically, it was I think like $80 winner, or actually, just go check. It's 60 or something. $61.80 at the end of the day yesterday. So break even day. Today, little base hit APRN. It's forming its first 5 minute pullback setup. I think this would be a good trade at open. And that's the only thing I'm watching right now, APRN. I know it's usually a little too cheap for me, but with AM popping off, I think a lot of traders are looking for that in HTGM, I think. As a sympathy play, I found at 80 cents. I ended up going to 250. If I was to go to New York City, I was considering swinging some shares over the weekend. However, I think a lot of traders are looking for those sub $1 plays. So I think a decent amount of volume will come in on APRN today. I mean, it's a pretty cheap stock, but I bet it's already got. It's got to wait to update to and open. MULN halted. Yeah, it's been halted since 8:58. Oh man. What is that smell in my office? Good lord. I am V. Suspended, what does that mean? Like they won't let you trade it? R75. I don't know what that code is. Even though the codes can go that high. Okay, so watching MULN and APRN. I'm gonna watch APRN until MULN resumes. So someone keep a close eye on it. You know what? I might just do this. Change this to yellow. So I got APRN on top and MULN on bottom. So these are two different stocks. The reason why I didn't add over high day again as that 5 minute candle rallied is because it was bound for a 5 minute pullback. Um, and so that setup, when that candle turns green, it doesn't count as a 5 minute pullback, um, which can make it choppier trading because half the traders on one side are looking like me for a pullback, and the other ones are thinking, oh, this is, bouncing pretty heavily. This is going to squeeze. So that's why I decided not to take any over high day at that moment. Got about a minute to win it here. See what we can do. And 10K buyer or 10K share or 10K. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's less than $1 a share. Um, Reminder, guys. I'm hoping by Monday. You guys wanted to see my charts. By Monday I can have my setup available so you guys can. I'll start streaming my charts and whatnot. Plus, I did technically sign a waiver that I wouldn't live stream my charts in real time to trade zero or to trade ideas. So don't daddle on me, please. Yeah. So I'm nervous that this is gonna take pre-market high right at open, breaking 86 cents a share. Don't want that to happen. Not moving. What the heck? What do you mean? Mine's still stuck at 84. Maybe. Huh. Must have been. a bug or some order got filled down there or something. That's weird. It's like volume's dead on it. Okay, interesting. How did it have more pre-market volume than what in the world? That is just okay. Anyway, moving on. I mean, I'm still have it on my watch, but I've never seen anything where volume died right at open. I'll create my alerts, but moving on. MULN still halted. Glad I was able to get a little bit of profit on it. Okay, maybe it was that was foreshadowing something. I'm gonna look at borrow fees for this. Not that I'm going to short it, but just out of curiosity, I want to see the borrow fees. IMV, no, I don't. I don't like that. I don't like that setup. Small cap side, Netflix, about to take low a day. I like that short play here. Short below 300. There it goes. Take a little short stab at it. 98.75. Break even, or set up break even at 300 if I don't. There it is, 298. Man, I should have done shares. I should have probably looked to see the options chain on this. Oops. Well, I'll lock it in anyways in case it bounce. I was looking for a move down to 295. I didn't have enough shares anyways to even make much money. I should have looked at the options chain. Emulon still halted. Um, Spy take low a day. Your APRN orders aren't working. Were yours not working? Mine were working pre-market. I don't know if you trade it pre-market. Here, let me try to. Yeah, mine aren't either. I really do think that. Well, I think it's because TD is a direct access broker, so it really is in the back of the line when it comes to getting your orders filled in priority. So unfortunately, I just think it's because TD is a direct access broker. So it's just the price you got to pay. I did change my TIF today, and mine still isn't working. Thank you for reminding me because I actually almost forgot. Uh, I don't see $5 pre-market. I see maybe like a 450. That's no, not enough volume. Doesn't no clear setup there. When I want to trade that. Man, how are the contracts moving on Netflix right now? Man, I that was not smart by me, that's for sure. Breaking out of that ascending support line, not looking good for Netflix. I'll be right back, guys. Let me get a drink of water. Already, Trader Accelerators. You guys saw me take a 4% profit on APRN pre-market this morning. Nice little scalp trade. And then I just was kind of monkeying around with Netflix. Probably should look at the options chain. There's way more profitability there than shares. Sure, I didn't have the options chain pulled up. Um, but with that being said, team, have an excellent rest of your day. I'm going to keep trading with the Academy team for the next hour. We got a dope group lesson planned ahead afterwards. As always, guys, just direct message me if you guys want to join the Academy. But other than that, I will catch you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Hopefully, you guys caught the APRN trade. Wasn't a ton of money just because I didn't go in with big position size, but the percent gain was there. So on an $80 or 80 cent a share stock, you only need to make 1 cent on that stock to hit your daily goal of 1% a day. And I was able to take 3 pennies a share off of an 80 cent a share stock. So, um, that being said, team, I will catch you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Have an excellent rest of your day, guys.